Hi, Michael. How you doing? Got your guy up? Got your garbage dump Dan up? And I think the one thing that's really super obvious is you're having fun, and you can see that. I mean, this guy, I could see this guy kind of being a toy for Eclipse Entertainment. I mean, he's just kind of this carefree guy that just kind of morphed out of the garbage, the pieces in the garbage, and it's a fun, very lighthearted project. So I'm glad that you're following that direction with it. That said, I've got some concerns regarding the file and how it's going to stack up when when we're looking at the objectives of the class and the objectives and the requirements of the presentations. So let's take a look at first is the file size. So this in Photoshop. Let's go over here to image. I'm going to go to image size, and we're going to find out the file size is 9.01 by 10. That's almost a square format, and I think the project requirement said something near 8 by 10. So let's stick with that format. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's really not. If you have a really solid reason for using a square format, but I would prefer you stick with the 8 by 10 format. Okay, the next and the most problematic issue is you're not showing any masking at all. So that is clearly not showing proficiency in the course objectives. One of the main course objectives here, as I've been repeating week after week, is that you have got to show proficiency in layer masks. You haven't done that. There's not one active layer mask here, not one. Actually, I take that back. There's one, but it's not active. So again, there's no active layer masks whatsoever. That's really a problem. Every one of these pieces has been brought in. For example, let's select the garbage can. Let's select the garbage can, and we can see that that is clearly brought in without a mask. So then if we take the spatula, again, the same thing here, the burger, no mask, headphones, no mask. So this is really indicating a much deeper rooted problem in that the structural foundation of the composition is not correct, and it's not following what would be considered industry standards. For that reason, I would like you to recompose the piece, and I would like you to use layer masks. I think it's really important that you show that you know how to do that. Otherwise, you're not showing proficiency, and the project is not going to be successful. Okay. The other thing, I see this pizza right here has been drawn in using Photoshop's tools. And we don't want to do that. We want to use images here. We don't want to use anything drawn in. Same thing with the face. You need to create that face out of parts from the dumpster or from a dump site. This wrench doesn't look like a dumpster wrench. Neither does this garbage can or these headphones. Everything looks brand new, except for the old blue garbage can. So that's something I would definitely consider trying to make those look like they're from an actual garbage dump. An old beat up spatula, an old beat up wrench, old broken down headphones, and an old beat up garbage can. Okay. And then the food, I'm not finding the conceptual tie between Garbage Dump Dan and food orders up. I'm just not seeing it at all. So I'm a little concerned there. Okay, let's talk about the background. Now the background, you have to create a background. I'm not sure this kind of purple gray background isn't working. You need to actually place your guy in a background. And that's per project requirement. So we'll be expected to see that as well. All right, so those are my recommendations. If you have any questions, please let me know. I can help you through this if you need so, but we really have got to show efficiency and proficiency in masking and efficiency in your layer and file setup. For example, you've got a lot of layers here that are not active. They're in the file, but they're turned off, and those shouldn't be there. Those should be deleted because those are they're just taking up file size. All right, background. I would put him in some sort of a scene, some sort of a scene, something a garbage dump, maybe something against a brick wall or something like that. But all right, any questions? Please let me know, and I'll be glad to help you out. Thanks, man.